The woman I saved destroyed everything I built. Hook. The bank alert came through at 2:47 in the morning. $11,000. Gone. She stared at her phone screen in the dark, her husband sleeping beside her, completely still. Too still. And that's when her stomach dropped, because she suddenly remembered the Alexa device in the kitchen had been recording all week. She hadn't checked it yet. She almost didn't want to. Background. Let's go back 8 months. She had built a good life. Not perfect, but good. A house in a quiet neighborhood, a joint savings account with nearly $40,000 in it, and a marriage that was comfortable, if not electric. She worked full-time in healthcare. Long hours. Real exhaustion. Her husband worked hybrid, mostly from home. And then her best friend called, crying. These two women had known each other since they were 14 years old. 22 years of friendship. Sleepovers, graduations, heartbreaks, all of it shared. When her friend's relationship collapsed and she had nowhere to go, there was only one answer. Asterisk, you're moving in. End of discussion. Asterisk. No rent. No timeline. Just, come heal here. Her husband was supportive. Warm, even. He helped carry boxes. He made dinner the first night. He said, asterisk, she's family. Of course she stays. Asterisk. She thought she was the luckiest woman alive. She was wrong. The betrayal unfolds. The first sign was small enough to ignore. Her friend started waking up earlier. Started wearing nicer clothes around the house. Started laughing a little too loudly at her husband's jokes. She noticed. She told herself she was being paranoid. This was her best friend, the woman who held her hand at her mother's funeral. Then the bank alerts started. Small withdrawals at first. $40. $80. Then $200. She mentioned it to her husband and he waved it off, asterisk, probably a subscription charge, I'll look into it. Asterisk, he never did. Then one Tuesday, she came home early from a shift. The house was quiet. Too quiet. She called out. No answer. She walked down the hallway. She didn't go in. She didn't have to. She heard enough through the door to understand exactly what was happening inside her own bedroom. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She walked back to the kitchen, sat down at the table, and stared at the small white cylinder sitting on the counter. The Alexa. Her hands were shaking when she opened the app. She scrolled back through days of audio history, and what she found was worse than what she'd just heard through the door. Conversations. Whispered and laughing. Her friend's voice, asterisk, she never has to know. Asterisk, her husband's voice, asterisk, the account resets at the end of the month, she won't catch it. Asterisk, her friend again, asterisk, how much can we move before she notices? Asterisk. They weren't just sleeping together. They were planning. The $11,000 withdrawal she'd seen that morning? The third transfer in 6 weeks. $26,000 total, quietly bled from the joint account she'd spent years building, redirected to a separate account her husband had opened in his name only. She sat in that kitchen for 2 hours. Then she made 3 phone calls. 1 to her attorney. 1 to her bank. 1 to her husband's employer, because she happened to know, from a very specific conversation she now had recorded, that he had been lying on his expense reports for months. Aftermath. She filed for divorce the next morning. Her attorney moved fast. The recordings were admissible. The financial fraud was documented. The bank flagged the transfers as potentially coercive and froze the secondary account. Her husband couldn't touch $1 of it. He lost the divorce. He lost the house. He lost the job. Her former best friend? She found out very quickly that a man who cheats with you will cheat on you. Last she heard, they weren't even speaking. She got the house. She got restitution. She got her life back, quieter now, lonelier at first, but hers. Reflection. Sometimes the people who say I'm family the loudest are the ones you should watch the closest. Loyalty isn't declared. It's demonstrated over and over, in the moments when no one's watching. She trusted two people completely. A kitchen device trusted no one. And in the end, the machine told more truth than either of them ever did. If this story hit you somewhere deep, follow for more real stories every single week. New episodes drop every Thursday. You won't want to miss what's coming next, ***.